Hey guys, kens97sto171 back with another ATS video. We are still in our total newbie account. Um, I tried loading my old profile and it just crashed immediately. Same. Give it a few more days, hopefully. So we're going to continue on our adventure of starting over in ATS, essentially on a totally stock game with no mods. We are running from Dallas to Lubbock. Forget how heavy it is. 14,000 pounds. As you can see, as we progress, the load values are increasing, as is the distance. It's 65,000 pounds, so pretty heavy. We're in a Kenworth T680. It's $34 a mile, total of 394 miles, so it shouldn't take us too long. Got some new lighting in the room. I bought some relatively inexpensive panel lights for streaming. I have one over there and one over there. The primary purpose was to make my head tracking be able to see both sides of my face equally. I had been having trouble with most of the lights in the house are plenty bright, but they're over there. And I had one of those, vertical pole lights with a very bright light over here, but it really is only indirect light, and it wasn't really equal. So I had noticed that moving to the left, I had slightly different responses. This should provide equal lighting. I've got them dimmed down up to about 50%, and they're aimed sort of this way away from me, so they're not right in my face. They're still plenty visible. They're like right there and right there. And I've got them angled down. I had to tilt them this way a bit because I could see the edge of the lighting in the TV, which is really annoying. This is slightly annoying. We'll see. I think I can go dimmer than it is, but we'll see what the light output looks like. Should make the webcam that does my face, this one, be better also. So just working through things, trying to get figured out how to do things the best way on a minimal budget. Of course, right after I bought those, I saw a video talking about, and I bought these on the recommendation of another streamer. I think they're going to work fine for what I needed to do. But I saw another video from another streamer who said, don't buy these USB lights. And these are USB powered, that they're not that bright. Honestly, they're plenty bright, at least for my purpose. He recommended a different set of lights, which I put in my Amazon wish list. They're about $100 each instead of $50 for both. These came with mounts and poles and connectors and everything you needed to make it work. So that was kind of a nice situation. The ones that he recommended were RGB, and you could control them with your phone, with a remote, and also on the back of the lights. These will do different colors, but I don't think it's true RGB. I just went with this color. I think it's a white. It's a blue light, a more blue light. I don't know what the Kelvin is on them, but so we'll start with these. They seem to work. My primary purpose was not just to make that camera see me better, but the primary thing was to make my head tracking work better. And I think it's going to work fine for that. They don't have to be super bright. Like a streamer, the camera's right in their face and you want good equal lighting. I'm not in that situation. The primary purpose of this channel is not for you to be seeing my lovely face. It's to see the trucking, and me being illuminated is a secondary factor. That's why I went with the crappier camera doing this view. That isn't that critical. What you guys want to see is the road. So, and the high quality camera that I have is used for my head tracking because it'll do 120 frames per second, which makes the head tracking smoother. All right, enough bullshit. Let's get on the road. Already got the mirrors adjusted. I think everything's going to be fine. I need to move the steering wheel up just slightly. It's covering these top gauges right here. Oh, wrong button. There we go. You also want to make sure that these down here stay lit. Not that it's that important. All right, guys. Lights. Yes, turn on the lights. I know. And as we found out in our last video, the stock lighting in the stock game is not that great. One of the mods I might probably try to bring back in would be better lighting. Bring some of the mods into this profile little by little. All right. Where are we headed? Over this way. Oh. We got ourselves a... See, this is weird to me. I'm still a newbie. And yet they're giving me this big-ass multi-angle trailer to drive. That seems a little strange to me. Would you let a brand new driver drive one of these? I don't think so. Where the hell is the exit? It's over here. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to dim down these lights a little bit. In a dark situation on the game, they're a bit blinding.
Recomputing.
Interesting.
Finding a new route.
Okay, that's weird. Curious as to why.
Turn right.
When I turn that on and off, I get it all goes on and off. Yeah, it's fine. The navigation over there is a little bit annoying because I already have one. Man, it is dark. Part of it is my eyes are blown from those lights. Pull the steering wheel just a little bit closer.
Turn left.
Yeah, see that shadowy area right there? I can't see shit right over there.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I don't know if you guys heard, but airspace was closed in El Paso for about 10 hours. Supposed to be a 10-day closure, but they got it done in 10 hours. You can look up the information about what it was all about. I don't want to go into it. I guess the military had to shoot down some shit, is what I heard. And they wanted to make sure they didn't accidentally hit anybody else. You know, this thing is heavy. Whatever this truck has in it is working just fine.
Keep left.
That's another one where we should have stopped. If there was a repair shop right there. God dang it. We should have stopped right there and taken a look. There's none else on our route, unfortunately. As I'm starting this venture all the way over again, I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, you know, what engines are good in the stock game in case I decide to keep it that way. So it would have been good information. This load is heavy. It's 65,000 pounds, and this thing's pulling this thing just fine. Doesn't tell me... I think it told me when I started the trip what the power was, but I don't think I can find out now what engine's in this thing. We forgot to reset our fuel economy. We can find out what it is when we get done. It's an 18-speed transmission.
Keep left.
Man, I can't see shit, guys. I started with the idea of having the lights pointing straight up. Come on, dude. And using reflected light off the ceiling. And then I thought, well, why don't you just aim them directly at yourself, but turn down the volume, turn down the brightness. And I did by half, but I think I need to bring it down more. Or do what I said and go back to my original plan and point him at the ceiling. It's not, like I said, it wasn't so much about the intensity of the light on my face as just equal amounts of light on each side of the face to do the head tracking properly. Biggest issue I'm having is on a dark road like this, the light from those things are kind of having me have difficulty seeing in the dark. I don't really want to pause the stream to change it. Those are things you want to do between streams and sort of do testing, and I thought I did, but keep forgetting this thing doesn't have digital mirrors.
Keep left.
With the mirrors on the hood, you can really see how independently the hood wiggles from the rest of the truck. See, having the light shine up on the ceiling is kind of out of my peripheral vision. This thing is geared way too short. I'm running 1500 RPM at 70. It certainly hauls well. Hear the echo off the rocks there? That's pretty cool. Those little messages at the top left are kind of annoying. Mostly because I'm a newbie. It's starting to be daylight. Yeah, during the daytime travels, the lights don't bother as much, you know, because you can see, but I talked about that last time too, that thought about just trying to make sure I always do trips during the daytime.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Just tried to look left to see what my bit rate is, and it's not on the screen. That was a little too fast. I even thought about 55.
Go straight on.
I even thought about mounting the lights to the TV.
Go straight on.
Been through a couple of towns like this that have a roundabout in the middle of the city, of the town. This is a big one. Just goes around the city square there, but I've been to a few small towns that have these things, sometimes in a pretty inconvenient location.
Go straight on.
Am I gonna turn left up here or what? I think I am.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left. Go straight on.
It's a really strange interchange. You kind of wonder why you didn't just go over 20 and up this way. Because you would have stayed on the highway longer and then up to here instead of off state routes. I think I would have stayed on I-20 and then done up 87 here. Would have been the more appropriate, because you could have hauled ass across here going 75 the whole way. But I just followed the nav. I really wasn't looking. Now we want to go this way. Well, this might be equivalent to highway speeds. It says speed limit 75. So maybe both of these are faster pace state routes. So. Man, I would really like to know what the engine is in this truck. It runs pretty fucking good. We gotta turn left here.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Go straight on.
Oh my god, really, dude? That happened right when I was looking in the mirror. Jesus Christ.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Needed to crack my neck there, and it went. Jeez. If we can make $15,000 per trip, you know, won't take us too long to get your own truck together. So there's kind of a dead zone right there, which I need to go on YouTube and see if anybody's done any suggestions on the Be My tracker alone, what settings to use for ATS.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight on. Go straight on. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Come on, you dumb fuck.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
It's right here.
Fine. You're here.
We made it. It's pretty much right in there. Alright, guys. that'll be it for this journey. And let's see what we got fuel mileage-wise. I mean, considering what we're towing, what we were hauling there, it's not going to be amazing. 5.5 miles per gallon. Not terrible. Think about the aero losses on a trailer like that with that thing sticking up in the air. So pretty good. All right, guys, that will be it for this journey. Hope you guys are doing great and be safe out there. Oh. Sorry, missed a step. We need to add. We'll just go up 2 and 2. Now we're done. All right, guys, that'll be it. I'll stop the stream. You guys have a wonderful day. Be safe out there.